Okay, I think now we're live on YouTube. And I'm going to ask you to introduce yourselves so everybody can know a little bit more about everybody. Peter, can you start?
Yes, good afternoon, guys. For me, it's a pleasure to be with you. My name is Peter. I am 25 years old. I'm from Belo Horizonte. I am a designer, and I am the talk to develop my skills in English. And I think this topic today is very interesting.
Yeah, I think it too. And how about you, Kleber? Can you say something about you? Kleber? Okay, we can go. I'm going to send the questions here in the chat. And then we're going to start. I think there are more people coming. Just 1 second until we can see if they're going to. They are. So let's see. Hi, Jairo. How are you doing today?
Hello, hello. Good afternoon. I'm good.
Good afternoon. So very nice. Can you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah. So my name is Jairo. I'm living here in São Paulo. I'm living with my dog, two cats, and I'm here in Talk and Talk to learn English and meet new friends. That's it.
Okay, very nice. So just I'm going to send the questions again because Jairo, I think he didn't have it before. And now we're going to start. I'm going to introduce myself so everybody can know more about me. I'm El Tavares. I'm from São Paulo too. I live here. I like to study languages. I intend to work with them in the future. Let me see. I love animals. I love eating. And that's it about me. I think that's it. So now we can see if somebody's coming too, but let's start with the number 1. Can Peter please read and answer the first question?
The most difficult question, in my opinion. Uh, how you define a superstition? So it's very difficult, like the definition. Even in Portuguese, I don't know how to define that. But I think it's like a traditional by culture or by culture. I think like some things that can be helped, that can be good lucky, and the and things that can cause a bad luck too, like if you pass down by stairs or some things like that. I don't know if it's the best definition of the word, but that what I have now.
Yeah, it's difficult for me too. I wouldn't know exactly to define it. But as you said, I think it's kind of a part of a cultural thing that, or I don't know, ditado people say to about different things, about luck, as you said, about azar. I don't know azar in English. That's a good word to know, to get to know. But that's it too. I think there. I don't know if that's really um, people things people do. Like, of course, there are some people, but I think it's the minority. Less people do that or believe it, and that's it. In my case, I'm not a superstition person in general, but there are people that are, and that's okay too. And how about you, Jairo? How do you define it?
Yeah, that's difficult. I would say that superstition is an action that on something that you believe on your mind, but it's not real, like in a real world. For example, Pedro said about not um, pass under. Uh, as I forgot the word. Oh, square is square, right? Is that right? Square?
Square?
No, I
Okay,
don't think it's square.
stairs.
Stairs. Oh, sorry.
No.
I forgot the word. So that's one example. So when it happens, you are believing on something that's not real. You tend to think, oh, that's will bring to me bad luck, but in the reality, you are just going to a specific place. There is nothing related to the reality. Exception, there is a few exceptions. For example, for your safety, I think there's not a good. There is a good reason to not pass on this, because let's say that you are passing and then someone is there is somewhere in the top of the stairs, probably, or I would say maybe someone let something fall, and though the specific thing falls on your head, for example. So it doesn't seem that it doesn't mean that it means bad luck. It means that you were not safe enough. So you should think first in a safe way, you know. But that's my definition of superstition. It's when you are acting of you are acting as something could happen, but in the reality is the thing it will never happen. Well, I tried. That's my definition.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. And as you said, sometimes it's not the superstition. It's about just the safety. Something can fall from the stairs. So it's we can prever isso. We can understand it just by not going under the stairs. So I think that's so.
Yep.
And how about you, Kleber? Can you say something now? Maybe. I
Do you can hear me?
yeah, we can.
I think superstition is having the think about fear, faith. Um, you believe that something happened when another thing happened too. That's it.
Let's see it. Yeah, it's complicated to define it, but I think we did our best. So Jairo, about the second question, what are some of the common superstitions you know? And just before, I'm sorry, just to let it clear, this is a conversation 100% in English. So of course, if we forget a word, that's okay to say in Portuguese, but it's mainly in English. Go ahead.
Right. What's very common is cross fingers. For example, do you swear something and you cross your fingers, say, yeah, I swear, but because you are crossing your fingers, nothing will happen because or you don't need to say the truth or something like that. Cross fingers also means good luck. You know, I wish good luck, so cross fingers, which doesn't make sense, you know, like cross fingers, and what is the relation between good luck and cross fingers? So there's no 100% sure that there's not real. What else? Let me think. I don't remember anything else. I'm not a superstitious guy, you know, so I don't know a lot of those things. But let me think a little bit more. Oh, well, there is, you know, in the last day of the year, you're gonna pass to a new year, and people usually say, "Oh, don't wear or wear a specific clothes, a specific color, because it will bring you luck for or some or will bring fortune and this love or these kind of things." There's another common superstition that I usually listen people talking about. Well, that's the ones that I remember.
Yeah, I remember now that you mentioned about the end of the year, like to jump seven
Yeah,
waves.
waves.
Yeah, I think that's it. The black cat, I think that's one too. You said what was the other to do that on the
All
woods?
right, knock woods.
Yeah, knock the woods. I don't even know what it means, but I know that there's something related to it. And I remember the other one, to step on the line, maybe. I don't know what happens, what people say it happens, but to put your foot on the line, on a line, that will mean something. These are the ones I remember too. And how about you, Clever? Yeah,
I
what
agree.
did you
I agree. The shoes, uh, the shoes turned down. Something with the mother.
Oh, yeah. Is there any other that you remember now? I know it's difficult. No? Okay.
No.
And how okay. And how about you, Peter?
So, when I thinking about the superstition, I really don't remember the cross fingers. I think it's the most common, in my opinion, too. But two other superstitions I think it's very common is like four-leaf clover. I remember when I was a child, I looking for a four-leaf clover, but I never find. I knew some people like could find it, but I don't know why these superstitions where comes and why the if you have any reason for people brings a four leaf clover to brings luck, and the shoe a horseshoe is the other one that is famous, and they are searching the internet, and I find the reason because in European like the the shoe the horseshoes made by steel. In this case, this metal like don't bring bad energies. So for this reason, I don't know it is the real reason, but yeah, I think it's convincing.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, there are many others now. I don't remember the others, I think, but we already mentioned many here. So clever. About the third question, what's the most unusual superstition you've ever heard? Is there one?
Sorry, I don't remember now. Sorry.
No, okay, that's okay. And how about you, Peter? Go ahead.
So I think the most unusual because I think you don't have any confirmation about that. It's about if you swallow a gum, it is sticking your stomach. I remember my mother said it a lot, like don't swallow a gun because your stomach will stay blue, and I just don't do that. Maybe sometimes like a little bit of the gun, but never like the entire.
I see it. Yeah, this one, I think, I don't even know why they say that because it won't make a difference, I think. So why scare the kids to by saying that? There's no reason. But go ahead, Jairo.
Yeah, we are the number two, right? Unusual.
Number 3.
All right. I remember one. Um, flip, flip the flip flop, right? So
I see it.
yeah, that's one. I remember when someone told me about this superstition. Don't flip your flip flops. You know what will happen with your mother, so don't do that, etc. So what you're talking about, man? And then they explained me that I shouldn't flip the flip flop. Um, and for me, it was very unusual and strange.
Yeah. For me, I think to I don't know, skip, jump the 7 waves on the new year. I don't see a reason. I don't see a reason in any of them actually, but this one in specific, I think is the most weird one because I don't see any relation between the facts. So let's just not do that. Let's just live our lives normally without doing that. And Peter, can you read and answer the next question number 4?
Uh, have you ever adopted a superstition in your life? For be honest, no. Like the superstitions that we talked about. I think the just one I usually do. It's about when I have to come in a place that can be a interview or a first day of job. I try to get in the place like the right food. But other superstitions, I don't think I have the one. Like I know some people's like carry like coins. The specific is more make a collection, but it's have some people like it to bring money. Is superstition, and I remember one that I usually do, but now not too much because I don't care like real money. I just don't. I just have my card. But my mom says like to put the money like the last valuation notes in the uh behind and the biggest valuation in the front. And I did that when I have a money in my wallet. But nowadays I just have my credit card.
I've never heard about it. That's interesting to know. In that now that you mention it about to step in a place with the right foot, it's not a big deal for me, but I think it kind of makes a difference for me because I'm destra, so the if I start, it's not a big deal for me, as I said. But if I start with the left foot or with the left side first in anything, that can feel a little bit weird. So it's normal, and now I realize that it's in an unconsciousness, because I do that and I just realized now. So that's something that I just discovered out that I do that to start things unconsciously, uh, inconscientemente, with the left foot, with the left right no with the right foot, with the right hand, some things like that. And how about you, Jairo?
Um, I was thinking, to be honest, I don't remember to adopt any kind of superstition. I remember to just have fun with that, some games, but just joking, not exactly something that I'm adopted to my real life. Um, yeah, so I don't remember. The only one that it seems like it's part of my real life. It's not really part of my real life, but people are always talking about it, and something happened when this specific day happened is Friday 13th, like I don't believe that, but things happen on these things like parties and those things. No, no, no weird things happens. Parties happens on these specific days. So that's the only thing that I wouldn't say I adopt, but it's part of the real world because people usually tends to do something because it's Friday 13th.
Yeah, there's this one too, and I've learned it recently, but and I've been through some of them, but for me it's the same thing. But I see that some people really take it kind of seriously too. So that's a point, a different thing about them, I'd say. And how's that for you, Clever? Have you ever?
Yes, I identify with Pedro. The superstition in my life is form organization money, put their we to me, face to me, the figure see me. I think it's this in my real life.
Okay, let's see it. So Jairo, can you read and answer the next question, number 5, actually?
Yeah. Do you believe that superstitions have any scientific basis? um, to be honest, I don't think so. Not scientific. For example, let's go with the, I don't know in English how. Anyone here knows what is the name of the actions to have? Oh, I don't remember also the name. When you are cleaning in your house and there is a lot of things in the floor, you need to clean that with one thing that with wood. Oh, I forgot. Varrer. I don't know how to say that in English. Varrer. Varrer or even vassoura. I don't know as well. but but I remember to discuss that with my mom because I said to her, I know the reason behind of this specific superstition. Moms usually wants to do that because in the past, I was just joking with my mom, right? So moms, every mother always say that to their child because in the past the child used don't lift up their foot to the moms clean the house. So at that moment everyone would like to get married, so she started to say, all right, girls and boys, if you don't raise up your foot you will not get married. So from that point, everyone started to think, all right, so if you don't raise up your food, you will not get married because your food will be varrido, which I don't know the name, in English. So that's one thing that I don't think is based on the same scientific, but there is a history behind the superstition.
Okay, I see it. And how is that for you, Kleber? Do you believe it?
I think there's some superstitions have mainly the superstitions about I don't know image. Mm, a natural. I don't know say image. And
Okay.
I, I think it is it.
Yeah, it's in my. I think it. I don't think so too. Like, it. What is the point in common with the science with the science? Yeah, that's it. I don't see any relation with it. So I'd say it's just legends, lendas. People say to anything because it doesn't make a change. But I don't know. I don't think it has any any scientific basis for it. It's just legends, I'd say. And how do you see it, Peter?
So I agree with you guys because it's very difficult like to make a relation with this superstition science like uh why if I look why if I find a black cat it's got a bad luck in my life, it is not making any sense. So I think the superstitions, is like you said, is a more about legends, about cultural, but sometimes can be like we say in the beginning of the meeting, like uh, something like to make you safer because it's more obvious, like don't pass under the ladder or some things like that. But maybe it can have a superstition because I don't know a lot of one. But it can be a superstition like have a based by science. But I don't really know any superstitions that I can remember now that can be related by science.
Okay, yes, I understand it. And Kleber, can you read and answer the next question? Number 6. Can you do that?
Yes. Number 6. Are there any superstitions that you wish were true? Mm, no, but I I prefer follow there because maybe happened. Example, pass in the escada.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer follow the superstitions for yes, use it.
Yeah, just in case. I'm not going to do the opposite of it. That's interesting. You follow this like to not to misunderstand anything. So you just follow them, for example, and that's okay. I'd say, let me see. I think the superstitions are mm, mainly related to bad things because the black cat, it's related to bad luck, to pass under the ladder, the stairs, bad thing. So if you step on the line, bad thing. If you do anything, bad thing. The only ones I think are to the color of the clothes that you wear during New Year, the to jump, to skip the waves, 7 waves, and the trevo that Peter mentioned. So I think if these three were real, I think this would be okay. This would be nice because it's related to good things. So for me, these three that I know, I think they would be great if they were real, basically. And how's that for you, Peter?
So for me, it's like this persistent God that can be got bad good luck. It's I wish that were true. Other one is not a superstition, but is about astrology because I know some people like doing serious jobs in this area. But I remember when I was younger, I read like some magazines that shows the astrology and shows if you are a tower, you will get married or something like real big. And when I read that, I and I thought with me, oh my gosh, if it was a true, it's can be a nice. I think this type of superstitions like is a big things and will happen. It's we should be real good.
Okay, I see it. And are there any for you, Jairo? Jairo?
Sorry, I was on mute. Uh, I think I think those superstitions related to the end of the year when you wear red, yellow, purple, So I think would be nice if you just wear a t-shirt with a specific a specific color, and all the things will happen to bring you a specific thing just because the color of your t-shirt, for example. So I think it would be nice.
Yeah, I think that too. So let's move on to the next question. Peter, can you read it and answer? Number 7.
What superstition would you like to disappear completely? So, in my opinion, I think the black cat ones because I know have some people like get that are real serious, and if you find a black cat, he try to lost with him, unfortunately. And I think that's a bad superstition because what the real cat will do not. So why you want to make something bad to them? I think that is one that I would to disapprove.
Yeah, I see, and I totally agree with you. Like, there are people that if they take it so seriously, they will do cruel things to them. So that would be a great one to just disappear in every inch of the world of people, actually. So how about you, Jairo? Are there any?
Um,
Number
I don't.
7.
Yeah, I don't. I don't remember anything like bad to just disappear. Like I think some superstitions are better than the others because from my perspective, I think they are more simple. They're not force you to do something. For example, you said about something with the lines, like jump the lines, kind of like that. I heard something about it, and it can be very, um, like bad for the person because if the person really believe on that, how can he or she lives in this world without stepping in, like living and jumping lines? That's insane, you know. So I think things like that it should disappear because probably will force you have problems with the society. But the rest of the ones they are quite simple, and to be honest, I don't see the something bad on those things.
Okay, I see it. And do you agree with him, Faber? Or what superstition would you like to see disappear completely?
I agree with Pedro. I think the cats don't have problems. Black cats don't have problems. And the flip flops down the chaos bed of mother. It's not good.
Yeah, I see it. So I think it's like kind of I think I kind of agree with you. Like, yeah. And Jairo, about the next question, number 8. How are superstitions portrayed in the mainstream media?
Portray it. I don't know what it means.
Me neither.
Portray it. Let's see. How are your superstitions portrayed in the mainstream media? I still don't get the point of the question. But I assume that like for other examples here is like show up, let's say appear, right? I think that's it. I'm not sure. But superstition prey in the mainstream media. I think Friday Third, for example, is quite common on media in general, mainstream. What else? What else? Colors in the end of the years. It doesn't matter, like some specific clothes sometimes. Underclothes, pants, t-shirts. They always talking about that. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. I don't remember anything else, but sometimes I see people talking about signers. Is that right word? Like Pedro said about towers and etc. So that's the common one, I think.
Yeah, I see it. And how's that for you, Peter? What do you think about it?
So I think like the superstitions in more portray like past person by person or family thing, more cultural. But the mainstream uh, get with that like about the clothes, for example. I think the stories like to enjoy these moments for tell a new palette of colors like this color bring you fortune like yellow I think so like he enjoy with these superstitions anyone likes to use the black in the new year so they can uh, reduce the production of black shirts some things like that and the I think yes, that is. I think it like the more the fabrics like clothes and foods because I remember some foods that bring you luck good luck too. I don't remember how to say uva passa. I think he had some word to represent that in English, but I know have some people eat that lentilha também, but I don't know how to say that too. That's some type of word that we don't use in the quotidian, the routine. So I don't know how to say that. But I think this two type of industry can be enjoy this moment because the superstition.
Yeah, and I agree with you, like at the point where that you said about it's family to family, person to person. It's a family to family, person to person thing. Because I don't think, or at least it's not so common for me on the social media, mainstream media, because I don't search for it. Maybe that's the point. But in general, I think it's more out of social media, out of the media, than in the media. But I think there are some contents about it, selling some things about it, and I don't know if that works because I don't know. The person has really to believe it, and I don't know if only on the social media people will really believe it on the superstitions things, but that can happen, and I think like that. And how's that for you, Clever? About the number 8.
Uh, I think it's portrayed in cartoons, network, and music retreated the real life, the superstitions in music too, and cartoons.
Okay, yeah. So Jairo, about the 9, the question number 9, can you read it and answer?
Sure. Um, have you ever seen someone behave differently because of this superstition? Uh, uh, um, behaving, I don't know. I never saw someone. I know that there is a lot of person that they just change their behavior, their routine because of some specific superstitions, but there's not someone that I know. On my case, I don't know anyone that changed it because of it, but I know there is some people that they changed a lot. Like they change their own personality, their own way to do something, just because they are superstitious about something. But that's not my case, and I don't know anyone that will do those things, you know. So yeah, I don't know anyone.
Okay. And have you, Kleber? Have you ever?
No, I don't know the first.
Okay. And have you ever, Peter?
I think the only one that I saw in my life is about like don't you to uh step in the lines. Like when you saw some people passing the street and find a hopscotch, it is amarelinha or cross a pedestrian crossing. Like he tried not to step in these lines and he like is walking a different way. But yes, that much is not so everyone that do that. But I ever saw people like acting that because this superstition.
I see it. And it's kind of related. They don't really know about it, but the kids, the children, I think maybe they do that unconsciously. Yeah, you got the word, but unconsciously, something like that, because they have that game maybe that when they are on the crosswalk they can't step on the white line or something like that. It happens as kids, but that's the only case that I've seen someone acting differently in that case. But out of that, I really don't know anybody that does that or really believe in that. The people that I I have connection actually in general life, I think they don't have this these habits to believe it. So, Peter, about the number 10, can you read it and answer?
How do you think superstitions evolve over time? Do they become stronger, disappear, or change shape? So I think superstitions. I think it just continues. I don't think it has some evolving about this process. Like we say the earlier, like is some traditions that passed by people, person by person, family by family. So, but I think it can emerge a new um, a new superstitions about the time, like about the internet or social media or about this thing. I think the people can imagine it and invent like a new superstition about the new life because like we said about the the money
Mm-hmm.
Oop, I think,
Peter,
yeah, we
yeah,
lost him.
we lost him. That's great. So let's see if he's back. No. Oh, yeah, he's back. Go ahead, Peter.
um, I think my internet is bad or yeah, okay,
You were
because
frozen for a minute.
yes, I saw everyone frozen. I think it's my internet or it's yours. But okay, I will repeat. But I think you don't have a process like the evolving over the time because, like we say earlier, superstitions pass by people, person by person, family by family. So in this case, I don't think like this evolve like just continues, but I think it can be immersion new superstitions about the new times because like we say about the superstition about money, like Clever said too, because nowadays almost everyone don't use the real money just for specific things. So it can be emerge, and some people can invent a new superstition about social media and digital things.
Yeah, let's see it. And how's that for you, Jairo? Do you think it?
We are in the number 10, Hayes?
Yeah.
Yep. How do you think supervision evolve over time? That they become stronger and deeper or change shape? Um, I'm trying to get the point of the question. Like with over time, I'm not sure if I understood right the question. How do you think superstitions evolve over time? Do they become stronger, disappear, or change shape? Well, I think it doesn't change. That's my, I guess, like it is always in the same way. Um, so when it says it's stronger, maybe is get popular. Like, all right, so more persons is now believing on this on a specific superstition. But disappear, the same happen. Sometimes some superstitions just disappear because like is not popular, or it doesn't make sense, or there's new ones coming up, and like people tends to do um new things. I don't know if you remember. I remember in a very recent past we had. I don't think it was a superstition, but until now I don't get the point of get a bunch of water and throw it in yourself. Do you remember that? A lot of popular persons, they like influencers, they get a bucket full it to the top with water. And I remember some of them with cold water and just threw on themselves. And I didn't get the point like of that, but I remember that it get very popular. Like everyone was doing that. It was insane, especially in my Instagram. Everyone was doing that, and I didn't realize why. So for me, it's a kind of superstition. I mean, I don't get the point, but it's something that get popular because just there is someone doing, and it's a kind of viral thing. And change shape, I don't think it's common change shape, because as a superstition, one thing is you must do in a specific way. For example, not three, not four in the wood. Jump the lines, not the squares. Like I don't think he changed the shape, but that's it.
Yeah, I think it depends. Not that it depends. I don't know. I think there are these two cases that people in general kind of don't believe it anymore, or start don't really believe it, and then for the next generations people will believe it even less about it. But I think of the people that maybe they are so into it that they will pass all that information to another person that really um will really understand it and follow it, so we really believe it. And but in general, I think it kind of stays the same or kind of disappear, because I don't see many people talking about it, and not because I don't see people talking about it, but in general, I think it's something that or stayed the same, passing generation by generation, or just start to disappear in general. Now, how about you, Kleber? How do you think about it?
I agree. The institutions are dynamic and can disappear in the longer the time, in the generations, because the superstition they can forgotten um, the the mystery can revealed by the science, and uh, the superstitions can be substitution substituted by another habit. I think is
Okay, that's interesting. That's another point. So guys, I wish we had more time to talk more about it. I think it's an interesting theme, a different one that I don't usually think about it, but that I think it was a great conversation. And I have one more question for everybody here. And the question is, what did you learn today? It can be about the language, a new word. For me, that was, of course, a new word because there were words here that I didn't even know. But that can be a lesson of life that you are going to start following any of these, anything. Jairo, can you start?
Yeah, the question is what I learned today.
Exactly.
Today I learned that things that seems very hard and difficult to handle when you face is more simple. I learned it today. Not in the class, but I learned it today.
Okay, I see it. And how about you, Clever? What did you learn today?
and the class today is very very difficult for me because I am learning I am back to learn English now. I like so much. I learn about the new world involved superstitions.
Okay, that's great. That's amazing. And for last but not least, how about you, Peter? What did you learn today?
This expression in the end it was very good. A new expression for me, the new learning for me. But I got a new like this superstition. It's a fact like we don't. For me, I don't talk about this topic like in my day with the people. Like I try to search fast before the immersion to learn about the things, but I find a bit of things. But it had some words that I got now. I enjoyed too much participating with you guys.
Very nice, guys. That was amazing. I just sent the survey link on the chat, so if you guys can just leave a comment there telling how was the conversation for you. And if you have any other suggestions about different things, different topics that you guys want to talk about, just let that just write there, just just type there. And that's it. Thank you very much for being here today. And I hope to see you anytime. If you guys want to be with me again, I have 2 immersions on Tuesdays. It's 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Thank you very much and see you.
See you, bye-bye.